everyone, welcome back to our Star Trek Adventures game. We are back for part 1 of our finale of the Shackleton Expanse campaign. Oh, I'm so excited and kind of sad. I'm that Canadian puppet meme. Nanalan, that's the one. Speaking of Canadians, hello Anita.
Hey everybody.
Segways!
Seamless.
That's a great segue. I am also a Canadian puppet, much like Nanalan. I've been okay. This week's been interesting. Last night I was on Althaven with Streampunks. We were playing some Marvel Multiverse.
Nice.
By none other than Modiphius. So it was good to see April in like a little bit earlier in the week than I normally do.
Nice. That's super cool. And Noir was running that, right?
Yeah, Norris.
Did I see? Yeah, that's so cool. I haven't been able to look into it yet to like read it or try it or anything.
They've updated it and it's quite improved from the playtest version.
Okay, nice.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's got
Love
some interesting system to it, but yeah.
Sweet. Speaking of interesting systems, hi Tom. Interesting
Hi.
weather systems. How you doing?
It was sunny today.
Yeah.
Then it rained a little bit. Then it was
Oh.
sunny again.
Yay.
Can't even get one stinking day without it raining. But apart from that, yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm not too bad. Just, yeah,
I was regarding earlier that you're back in uniform.
I am back in uniform for the finales.
Yeah.
A double parter. You know, got to end in a high note.
Yeah.
You know, representing them feds.
Do you think that Harvey has taken his uniform off since coming on board like the Cass
He
and
has taken the top off. For sure, 'cause
Lexington?
the thingy part underneath, no.
Oh, it's like a
But
t-shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, the t-shirt
Yeah.
underneath. But the thing, yeah,
The
he probably
overalls.
stinks.
All
I
right.
doubt he's even had a shower.
Yeah,
have
there are
any of us
sonic
had a
showers.
shower?
There are sonic showers.
Probably had a son. Yeah, he's probably done that once.
There's-
I like to think at one point he put on the old red engineering classic, you know, just to see what he looked like in it. He's like, yeah, I pulled this off.
That's how we're opening the episode
yeah.
today.
Yeah,
100%.
but then he goes back to his other thing because Burrell would absolutely make fun of him.
Speaking of making fun, hi Doc.
It's me, Doc, the fun manufacturer. I just churn them out. I just churn out the fun at my small factory. Yeah, I'm okay. Hi, I'm Doc. I'm doing all right. I streamed on my own channel yesterday for the first time in forever,
Oh,
which
what
is
did you do?
wild. And I feel very accomplished. I also cleaned the bathroom, but I felt more accomplished in streaming.
Did you take your wins? Take your wins. What did you stream?
I'm trying to celebrate it. I was celebrating some Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay, some Cowboy Dollies.
Nice.
And
Love a cowboy dog.
yeah, it was fun. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
And otherwise, doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Sweet. Awesome. Speaking of pretty good.
Pretty and good.
All right, Susie.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, the flattery. I'm worried. Hello. You
Hello.
all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah. Oh, Tom, weather update for Canada, right? We had snow on Thursday, right? A lot of snow. It was 21 degrees yesterday.
Go home, whether you're drunk.
I mean, weather update for Chicago. We had a massive thunderstorm last night.
Isn't that I'm not sure though. Isn't that quite common for Chicago? Because I heard Chicago has like it's either freezing blooming cold, like
It was
so much
21
that
degrees.
But not in that
Okay,
short
during
of
the
a
day.
span.
yeah.
The issue
was-
is, it's like,
It
yeah.
was 6 degrees the day before, then 21 degrees, and then we had a massive thunderstorm.
So I'm in Minnesota, and it was below freezing. Susie, we're taking over your intro.
That's fine. Go ahead.
It was below freezing, and now it's 50s Fahrenheit here. So like, it's jumped 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Fahrenheit in a week. It's
Wow. Crazy, isn't
not
it?
right. Yes.
Absolutely balmy.
I'll miss the Weather Channel when we stop playing it.
Hmm. Me too.
Me too.
I just feel like we should have like the Weather Channel music playing behind, that really chill elevator jazz
Yeah.
they play on there.
I'm sure I can find some to stream into Roll20. Susie, do you think Burrell is ready for whatever is coming? I don't know.
Don't you think she's been through enough already? Sam?
Where's she at?
Do you not think she's been through enough already?
Does she just want to pack it up and retire?
No, because she's stupid. She's Starfleet. Of course, she's going to be like, let's do more. Because that's what Star Trek people do. They're like, I've been through the worst hell of my life, but let's go through it again.
It's inspirational, though, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Please say it was inspirational. I was doing this
It
brand
was,
platform
it
for
was,
Star Trek
yes.
like 2
Star
weeks
Trek,
ago.
Inspirational, aspirational. You know, it's what we all want to be.
Brilliant.
Trekking.
Across the stars.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Well, chat, you thought we had exciting news last week that I could talk about of the second edition coming for Star Trek Adventures. Then we followed up with an announcement that we're going to be producing a Discworld RPG this year. And then we followed up with the announcement, like yesterday, that we're going to be producing a Mass Effect board game. And everyone just hasn't stopped asking us when a Mass Effect TTRPG is coming along. And I can't say shit about it, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Have you been
Silence is
kind of
telling.
following me or something? Has Modiphius been following me? Because genuinely now, you know, with Star Trek Adventures I've been doing, I recently started reading all the Discworld novels now. And I am a big BioWare and Mass Effect fan. So I think Modiphius are basically just listening to what I'm saying, and then they do that.
All right, so what are you
You're the
into now,
demographic,
Tom?
Tom.
What are you into now, Tom?
What am I into
apart from
currently
those
now?
things.
Weather.
The weather.
Weather. I want to weather up a TTRPG.
Weather
Where you can-
TTRPG 2026
Weather TTRPG where
confirmed.
you can start off with like a little tiny rain cloud, and then you get experience and just expand into a storm cloud.
That would
then you
genuinely
go
be
into
quite
a
a cool little
hurricane.
game
Right.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty fun.
to like change into clouds and stuff. TM.
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 I had to laugh last week because, Tom, you mentioned Discworld. You said something was like Discworld in the session, and then like an hour after the session ended, the Discworld RPG
Yeah,
got
I
know.
remember
announced.
that. Yeah.
I know. I thought something went wrong there. I was like,
Have we considered that Tom is some sort of prophet?
I mean, I'm a prophet as much as one of those wormhole aliens are prophets in like
Basically a hermit,
Mm.
right? Strange food tastes. These are all prophet things.
Yeah, totally. Beard.
White man with a beard.
Yep.
Not a man.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm off the hook. Tom isn't.
I'm glad we arrived at this. I don't know anymore. Right. Let's wrap this up. Eka has a log, because I thought you hadn't had a log in a while. So I thought it'd be nice. I think I clicked show it to players earlier. Here it is again.
Got it.
Good.
Nor Eka's personal log, stardate 49037.6. After the rather dramatic events at Calmaran, Nat has another lead for us. An automated survey probe dispatched from Narendra Station months ago has detected a faint gravimetric distortions emanating from a star system deep in the troubled sector of the Expanse, the Endurance Divide. The system is close enough to Ramian space to make even her nervous. Honestly, she's not the only one. Until now, we've not had these kinds of readings in this region, so their abrupt appearance now, particularly in the wake of everything that's happened these past several months, is a possible sign of even more Tilikaal sites activating. I've also heard of the area's popularity with civilian merchants, who might not appreciating having Starfleet or the KDF scrutiny in the sector, so we need to tread carefully.
But we open up today's session on Harvey in his little red jersey. Look at himself in the reflection of Engineering Deck's, one of Engineering Deck's windows, before the swish of a pair of doors. So I got a swish. I can't remember if I ever put a swish on here.
I can't remember.
I don't think I ever put a swish. Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah. until a swish of the doors take you by surprise. And anyone and everyone is welcome to just come on in.
Ooh, absolute.
Anita,
I think the joke would be lost if Pasha found him because Pasha doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
please will you join me in bullying Tom for just 5 minutes?
5 minutes? All right, I'll set a timer.
Oh, God. The last time I give suggestions out on this thing, you know.
You know me by now, Tom.
I do.
You know
I
never to
do.
give me suggestions.
I do. I may as well just get out of this now. I'll be right back. I'm just going to take this.
Just find a red t-shirt.
Find a red tea. I'm sure I've got a red one around here somewhere. You know.
So yeah, Burrell and Eka come through the door. And Burrell, she's probably looking at a pad. She looks up for a minute, she clocks the red of the thing, and then she like dramatically throws her arm over Eka. And she's like, Eka, and she says it loud enough so Harvey can hear. Be careful, we can't break the prime directive or the temporal directive, so that's what I meant to say. Clearly, there's been a rip in space-time. And she's been like very like loud. Is this
Imposter.
Could this possibly be a crew member from the Lexington here in the engineering bay?
I can hardly believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
I'm stunned. I'm shocked. We should report this.
But to who?
I mean,
I need to. Just for comic effect, I pull out a scanner.
One of the
You
old
even do the
medical
noise. You do
tricorders.
the noise.
Yes.
And then I'm going to walk around him and like on my pad, like
Yep.
making observations.
Yeah. Look, I haven't had a change of uniform in so long. And I just wanted to see what I look like in it. It's a
No, I mean-
classic.
I think red actually kind of looks good on you, though.
I mean, it's not like I'm ever going to go into command or security, so it probably would be the only time I'd ever wear red. So, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, the old one was kind of stinking.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I didn't want to say anything, but
I mean, thank you.
we do have showers on the Lexington. You can. There's
I know.
lots of them.
Look,
and there's a whole
Look-
automated laundry facility.
there is, but it's not working. Look, you do realize I have to get the thing working before it actually works. The laundry thing is working because I worked on it to get it working.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then you didn't even bother to throw a load of your own clothes in.
Because I had about 15 other things to get fixed.
It takes like 2 seconds, Harv.
I know, I just...
And you
there's a
sleep.
list,
You could throw it in while you sleep.
I tend to just pass out in Jeffrey tubes now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Pasha walks through and says, "Hey, red." And then he keeps walking.
Asha liked it.
Change back. It's no fun to bully you when you're being earnest.
Okay. All right.
Tell you what, stay in it for a little bit. I'll get your actual uniform washed.
Really?
You know, you can delegate tasks.
I sometimes forget I can do that. I'm just used to okay.
And he's like, when he says he's that used to, I'm just used to like, Burrell thinks being ordered around, and she looks at Harvey like,
he
used to what, Harvey?
just doing the task, by myself. Chief.
Speaking of, you're due a break. So what are you working on right now? Beyond the fashion show?
Oh, I was just recalibrating the sensors so that they'll be working okay for whatever we're going to find here. And then I was going to tinker with the engines to ensure we're getting close to Romulan space. So I think we need to get out there as soon as we possibly can. So to make sure there's no power fluctuations or, problems with the warp field drive when we have to jump to warp. Just little things.
So she rolls up the sleeves of her uniform, which is clean, by the way, Tom. Takes the tools out of his hand, and she goes, "Right, I want to see you for 20 minutes."
And when you come back, I'll have a fresh change of uniform for you.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to be breaking Starfleet code.
No, I don't. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna find a bed. Just take 20 minutes to have a quick nap. Right, I better head.
Yeah, dismissed.
Yeah, just keep an eye on those the fluctuations of the power, please. Okay, I'm going. Goodbye. And you'll head off.
Because I'm that.
Yeah. He'll find a bed, but the problem is, if no one wakes him in 20 minutes, he's out.
And the next day,
I think
The next day, yeah.
He probably passes Pasha in the hallway. I think Pasha's speed walking for some reason.
I think
in the
Pasha
corridor,
always
just like
walks.
but like doing it for exercise. It's the intent.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But you were fixing the sensors.
I was ordered to go to sleep
Oh,
or to have a break.
is that a common thing in the Federation?
I mean, it is when you've been awake for
Good.
over 48 hours working on.
48 hours. What are you doing? Go to sleep. You can only be efficient if you're rested.
Yeah. You're right. I'll
Mhm.
go do that.
I'll wake you up when we get wherever we're going.
Yeah, I said, Chief said I could have 20 minutes, so.
He's already gone.
Right. Go to the nearest quarters and just fall asleep.
Okay. You head to the nearest quarters, and it's the quarters that you found this jersey in, actually.
Oh, nice.
And they strike a strange familiarity to you because, like, there's a kind of reminiscence almost in being here because it's the chief engineer Varet's like quarters, and so
Snug fit.
yeah, it's a snug fit, and so you kind of probably undress a little and get into bed, give yourself a 20
just as
minute nap,
before he
and-
goes into bed, he probably sees himself in a mirror and kind of goes, yeah. And then
would look good 100 years ago. Yeah.
he said, yeah, they had style back then. It goes to sleep.
Everything's cyclical. It's coming back.
Yeah. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to work a little bit more on your scientific method problem that you got with the Tilikaal stuff, trying to work out why their dairies are degrading and what's going on with their technology and stuff like that. The first breakthrough you got from working on this meant that you figured out that it was not the EPS power systems as the issue. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an opportunity to work on the problem a little bit more before we actually got to the kind of like away mission-y part of the game. So in terms of theories, we still have psychiatric medicine. Could be the focus to work with, that it is something to do with their psyches. You could work on transporter tech, see if and investigate whether the Tilikaal transporter technology is at fault for some reason.
Could I, Harvey, falling asleep just before he has a thought, because he's viewing this more as a computer database, right? That's just his view. Data over time can get corrupted due to age and stuff like that. Could you kind of theorize that could be what's happened to the thing, that they've just been in there for so long that over time, the data or their souls or whatever you want to call them, just due to sheer age, is that's the reason why things are getting corrupted, that they've just been in there for too long?
Potentially. You could use that as a theory to kind of...
That's Harvey's thinking, at least.
Yeah. You'd still need to kind of pin that on one of the 4 remaining theories that you've got to work from.
So I suppose it could be linked to the psychology one, that over time there's degradation of the psychological. It's kind of, he's seen it as kind of linked, right? It's all
like a decay.
Like a decay, yeah. That's it, yeah.
And I think Pasha, as we said, has been like talking with the batteries, talking with the people who were captive.
Yep.
In the thing, trying to get a sense of their wellness and their psychological fitness, and see if there's any connection there too. So that's definitely the path he was taking.
Yeah, and there's definitely another way that you can analyze that is the little area that Burrell has in her head as well.
True.
Yep.
Beep, beep, beep. Hey, Commander Burrell. It's me,
Hey.
Pasha of Irboka
Yep. Hi, Pasha.
from Setu.
How can I help you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I am wondering if I can set up an appointment to talk with you soon, just as a sort of an evaluation investigation as we're trying to figure out what's going on with the Adari. And you had a very unique experience, so I'm just wondering if I could maybe just have a face-to-face.
You hear like a little bit of scuffling, and then you hear like a little. Yeah, okay. About an hour. I can meet you in like an hour.
An hour? Okay. Yeah, you must be doing a lot of things. All right, sure. I was ready. I'll be ready in an hour, but I was ready now. But I'll find something else to fill my time with. Bye. Beep.
There we go.
Every communication with Pasha is like a drive-by. Burrell's at the end. She's just like.
And then back to the sensors.
And he's slowing himself down for y'all. Like.
Cool. All right. Well, with that appointment comes your analysis. How do you like to go about it?
I mean, Pasha's going to approach it from a therapeutic standpoint, you know, and that might be just like talking and finding, you know, root family of origin trauma stuff. But really, he is also willing to use more unusual methods to sort of like hypnosis or you know, stuff that will really allow Burrell to be more vulnerable than she will ever be, because this is going to fail.
It's the cortical stimulators time, right? Star Trek, the cortical stimulators have got to come out at some point. So you've got like a couple little probes stuck to your temples. And and you're able to get in touch with the Adari that's kind of, you know, in co-inhabiting your body right now and that kind of stuff. Absolutely. So I guess this would be, I would say, either like insight or reason and medicine.
All right.
And Burrell, you can assist with this too.
Yeah, because I think she's not like fighting any of this. She's trying to be as easy a conduit as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Despite the fact that the first 5 minutes of this in-depth therapeutic analysis was talking about her childhood and him trying to like get her to, so what was it like growing up on a Targ farm and blah.
She's just like she pulls up like her shirt, there's a huge scar. You see this is when I was 6.
And he says, I'm less worried about that scar and more worried about these scars.
Yeah, it's really hard, and my cousins are all full-blood Klingon and they call me human, but I'm not.
They definitely hug at some point. All right, so insight medicine.
Does anyone want to also assist, like, with the cortical stimulators or something? I don't know. I'm trying to get away.
I would love to, but I'm asleep.
Okay.
As you should be.
Eka could do it, maybe.
Okay. It's worth an assist die, I think.
Keep in mind, I'm not good at medicine, as evidenced by the fact I killed Burrell.
It's fine, I forgive you.
So I think Pasha's like relying.
That's half the therapy.
He's relying on Eka. They're relying on Eka to give like, so you've known Burrell longer than I have, and you know, and also other species longer than I have. So what you know, that sort of insight is what he's looking for from Eka.
Okay. Is this going to be like an insight medicine or an insight?
I'm doing insight medicine.
So, Eka, your approach can be your own, and so your attribute is going to reflect how you're actually assisting this.
If I'm hooking up like cortical stimulators and checking readings, maybe that's more of a science aspect.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Reason science.
Yeah.
That too. I don't know how these little discs work.
Patty's just there, like,
Here?
tink, tink, with his...
Just on the outside of the head?
Yeah, just sort of here and here.
That's wild. Okay. All right. Insight medicine, and I'll be using psychiatric medicine focus.
So this is difficulty 4. You've got 2 assists.
Okay.
Did you want to add any more dice to your roll?
Ooh. I do. I just want to be sure. Like, what I don't want is I don't want it to end up as like, you're not sure, you know, because we want to figure out what the issue is.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be certain. So, yeah, I think I'll have to buy one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And I could spend my determination or give you a threat. What do I do?
Just to grab one more die to roll, just give me a threat.
Okay.
And I'll add that in now.
Okay. It is yours.
Thanks.
All right, here's the roll. It's 3 successes.
Okay.
And 2 from Eka with a 1, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So that is 6 successes in all. Giving you 2 momentum in the pool there to spend, Pasha. And now, because it's an extended task, I would like you to roll, please. What is your medicine rank? What's your number
My
in
medicine?
Yeah.
3.
3. So I want you to roll 5 challenge dice. You've got the combat dice roll there, like at the bottom. So I want you to roll 5 of those. Now, you can add some work using them. Actually, we'll come to that just after, because actually that might be easier to...
Okay, so just roll 5 challenge?
Point. Yeah, so roll those 5 challenge dice.
Okay. Ugh.
Okay,
Ugh.
so you could spend 1 momentum to just re-roll those zeros if you wanted. Or you could spend, you could spend 1 momentum on that. You could spend 1 momentum
Is this
on...
a social interaction?
Sure.
And also, is this an extended task?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use a better path, which is a talent that allows me to add a die to the rolling whenever I succeed at a task to determine the amount of work completed.
Oh, cool.
This would be a good time for that.
Yeah, so roll another one.
Okay, so 1 more challenge die.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so that would have been 3 work towards completing it.
Okay.
We're really looking for 7 work in order to get another breakthrough. Otherwise, we're just kind of progressing a little bit with this, but there's nothing really kind of to be learnt directly from this. What's going on?
I mean, Pasha's he's really dedicated. He wants this to work, you know. So
if you want, spend 1 momentum that you've got there, and you can just re-roll the combat dice, re-roll the challenge dice. Any number. You don't have to re-roll them, so you can keep the results that you want.
So I'm gonna re-roll 3 of those 3 zeros, those 3 failures.
Yeah.
A 2, 0, and a 2.
Nice. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which gets you 5 more work completed because you've still got the resistance of 2. So that's going to
unlock the mysteries of Burrell to me.
Yeah. And so that is another 5 work. So we'll put that up to 11 on your sheet. So we're about halfway through all the work you actually need to do. Now, this breakthrough is a minor discovery. It's going to lower the difficulty of these tasks by 1 from now on. So we'll go down to a 4 to a 3. And I'd say that in terms of the kind of, emotional and psychological aspects of the Aderi, that's paired with Burrell, it's definitely that you've seen similar inpatients that have, lost their cognition a little bit, and that's degraded possibly due to age
Right.
and such like that.
Chemical imbalance.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. But with the kind of readings and stuff like that, I wanna say that it's at this point now, after the kind of session, that Harvey, maybe you have come in. And the interesting thing that you see from the readouts that Eka is looking after, and Eka, you see this too, but I think that you possibly reach a slightly different conclusion. It's definitely degradation due to technology, due to an outside force like that.
It's not organically occurring.
Yeah, and it's it would be similar to say code corrupting or code slowly degrading. For Harvey, this is something like data loss from a pattern buffer on a transporter or something. To Eka, this might actually look like something where it's the kind of hollow sweet addict kind of thing, where it's those brainwaves change, because they're not maybe wholly convinced that this is reality, or that they're that kind of thing.
It's the Tumblr brain rot. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the hollow sweet
I think
brain rot.
that if we're all brainstorming and sharing those findings and those conclusions from the, I don't know, data or what we achieved, Pasha's like, this is like that the three blind people in the Gilliax parable. Gilliax, it's like a big gray animal, and it has a long nose that it drinks water through it, and tusks sometimes. Anyways, the three blind people, and they're all standing around, and one of them touches the long nose, and they say, "Oh, it's a snake," and another one touches the tusk and says, "No, it's a tree," and someone touches its big leg and says, "No, it's a big container of milk," and they're all seeing it from a different way, but they're all right, but wrong. What I'm saying is we all come from different perspectives.
So there's 3 different pictures here that might make the whole image of what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, that's good. That is much better than a parable. They take so long, the stories, and sometimes they're effective and sometimes they're not. So I liked your approach.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you wouldn't like Klingon opera, Pasha.
Probably not. No, actually, if you say that to Pasha in character, he says, "You have opera?"
Yes.
I would love to hear that.
It's so long. It's so so long.
I mean, that's the point of art, right? Art's at its most efficient when it paints a picture that we can all interpret differently. I mean, just because I'm efficient doesn't mean I don't like music and art. I mean, all of our paintings and music was about the Iriax, but still, I'm a musician too. I have a instrument that is on the station. I left it in my room.
I'm sure it's still there.
Hope so.
Yep.
Anyways.
So, problem. We're all seeing it in different ways, but the crux is similar. Something is degraded. We know that already.
Something that's caused by an external source.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Am I pretty confident this could be from an external source? So it's not in the actual thing, but something from the outside is corrupting and degrading the computer buffers or whatever.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay. I would like... Which one was it? Which badge was it?
Who was
Wait,
it?
wasn't there? That's just a chirp. There
Like
is
when
a
a
little...
phone goes off and everyone's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was it? Who was it? Who was it?
Who was it?
Who was it for?
Hey, when you're all done, need you guys up on the bridge.
all right.
Bad news,
Acknowledged.
good news?
Oh, we're heading into the endurance divide.
All right.
Need hands on deck.
I would just before I go, I would like to run a program,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to have the computer basically go through every single scan we did of around one of these the Tilikaal ruins, you know,
Mhm.
where the people were.
Mhm.
All of them. The one that got destroyed, the one on Pasha's planet, the one we just came from, etc. All of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And basically, I want the computer to scan it and basically pin out a reading that is similar on all of them. So, because obviously it's a different planet, there are different things and different, variations. I want the same variation on each of one. So if it's something coming from outside,
Mm-hmm.
it should hopefully be the same in each and every single tomb or ruin or something. And that's what he wants the computer to kind of scan and
Okay.
highlight for him.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Cool. So you set that up and you guys all head up to the bridge. You make your way onto the bridge of the Lexington, and on the screen, the view screen in front of you, is a kind of beautiful painting almost of this dark red nebula out in front of you. You folks need to take your stations, and Nat briefs you. The Endurance Divide is a Class 3 nebula. We're going to have a lot of difficulty with engines, sensors, and potentially weapons if we're not careful. I'm going to need some help on piloting and navigation. We're going to have to try and keep this bird in the sky. Harvey, I guess you're up.
I can take Con if you want, or Eka can. I know.
Goes.
No.
All right.
Okay, I can take it.
I
if
learned my
someone...
lesson last time when I cracked the shuttle into the ocean.
I
Oh, yeah.
think you did.
Hey,
I remember
we're
that.
past that. We're not going to
Yeah.
beat ourselves up
Yeah,
about
she's
that.
still not 100%.
Okay, how about you take engineering then, Eka?
I
You
can do
take the
that.
engineering console.
All right. Burrell, why
Okay.
don't you go on navigation? Help Harvey out.
All right.
Pasha,
Gonna
you...
keep looking over these test results.
Yeah, actually. Great. All right. So, Harvey, Burrell, I need from you a con roll. So Harvey's going to be leading this, and Burrell, you're going to be assisting with one die. Harves, this is unassisted from the ship.
Okay.
So,
Because of the nebula.
yeah, you are essentially trying to navigate the nebula as best you can. And you know what, Eka, I'm going to give you an assist die on this too, because actually what this represents is trying to, as you guys raise shields, make the deflector work efficiently enough to like keep all of the particles and all the kind of craziness outside of the warp bubble. So you're going to get an assist die 2 on this, but yours is going to be engineering, but you can choose your attribute based on your approach that you're taking. Harvey, daring,
Yes.
control. I would give you reason at a push if you wanted.
I'm quite happy to do daring.
Daring, right? Okay, Lexington swooping in.
Yeah, let's
With a daring motion.
go
Burrell,
for it.
he's taking it a little bit too on the gas. Like he's taking a little bit too cool for school.
Is that red shirt?
It got it
that
went
red
to his
shirt?
head.
Went right to his head. All right.
I'm gonna trust him,
all right, cool. Yeah.
but I'm gonna be doing control for navigation.
I never thought I'd see the day of Burrell reining in Harvey.
I know.
How times
what-
have changed.
That's what this campaign's done to us, Tom.
And yeah, and so yeah, yours is gonna be con as well, Burrell. But
Okay.
I take again either control daring reason from you as well.
Yeah, I'll do control. Because I'm more like scouring the immediate surroundings, trying to give us a path more than the technical bits. So I think it's a bit more apt.
Do we have a target number?
Difficulties 4.
Or I want to buy a
Because
dice,
this is
please.
a class 3 nebula. Those difficulties that I mentioned, engines,
Yeah.
sensors, weapons, that's what they're going to be
Ooh.
raised by in the Endurance Expanse.
I would
Oh.
very much like to buy a dice with momentum. Thank you.
Just one?
Yeah, just one. Just one. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty good.
Oh yeah, we spent one before,
said
didn't we, to
no.
re-roll those dice? So that's cool. Okay.
Okay. Rock and roll.
Let's do it. That is a complication there, Half.
Look, listen.
I'm going to kill you.
Eka, given coming in the assist though, they've got a 1. Burrell?
1.
Oh, you got a 1 as well. It's 3 successes. Thomas, do you want to do anything? Do you want to spend determination to reroll any d20s? Bear in mind, guys.
Oh,
this is a two-parter.
yes, because Susie,
Oh.
don't you have that trait that I can get my determination back? So I will spend my determination.
Right, so you will. Okay.
I just wanted to make it a success, like a crit. Can I do that?
You've already rolled. You need to re-roll those 2 d20s.
So re-roll the 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. No problem.
So bear in mind, folks, as a two-parter, it's the same mission next week. You won't get
Cool.
your determination back at the beginning of the episode.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what.
Not
I got
automatically.
Susie right here. There we go. There's the extra one I need.
All right, so that is your 4 successes, no complications. And you managed to, Eka in particular, you managed to regulate the power to the different systems and the deflector in the right way so that you guys suffer no power loss from entering the Endurance Expanse. So you head in on a low warp factor and eventually arrive where the probe was indicating the gravimetric disturbances. The Dithasus system, Jesus Christ. We're going to say Dithasus because that is easier, but it's not what it's written on the thing. Dithasus. The Dithasus system is a system of only 3 planets, 3 exoplanets around its star, but there is a very dense asteroid belt towards the kind of middle of that. And the belt exists not necessarily just as an orbiting belt, but more actually as its own kind of mini little kind of Oort cloud, where there's a lot of debris and it's messing with sensors a little bit, as much as the Endurance Divide is and stuff like that.
Could I sorry, could I just ask something? So to get into this particular system, we had to go through the nebula, right?
You're inside the Endurance Divide
Actually inside it.
right now.
Could I possibly, for future thing, could I possibly launch a navigation buoy?
Yeah,
So that it
absolutely.
will assist us if we need to get out quick, that it would help us to make it a bit easier. I'm assuming they have stuff like that on Constellation.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, you just
I would like to launch one.
Yeah, one just drops out the bottom,
Yeah.
the kind of body of the engineering section, and just floats around and then
Cool.
starts.
I'd like
you
it
know,
so we can.
the little light starts blinking,
Yeah.
and you've got a little navigational buoy now,
Cool.
just outside the system. At the captain's chair, Nat looks over, starts tapping a few buttons on the console, and then she says to people, looks like we've got a distress signal I hadn't picked up before. It's on. It's coming from that asteroid belt. And she pinpoints some coordinates for you within the star system.
Is there a signature? Federation? Romulan?
Civilian transport by the looks of it, by the kind of transponder, but it's not clearly identifying exactly who it is. And she looks at Eka.
Here, let me pop up the scanners. It's this button, right? Wait, no, that's red alert. This one.
There's like the com button and there's the red alert button. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a garbled message that sounds like a male voice asking for assistance from
Wait,
anyone.
it's Constitution class, so I've got like the little Uhura
Oh,
earbud
you've got the
in.
little thing? Yeah. Yeah, so you're getting that message, and it's a replaying message of a male voice. So a fairly deep voice, asking anyone for help. I hope you get this. I'm not sure if the asteroid belt is interfering. Look, like I only just left. Look, if you get this, like just come get me.
Repeating signal, male voice, wanting someone to pick him up. Said that he just left. I mean, check it out. But also, we're in pretty close to the Romulan neutral zone. And people aren't too kind to the Federation out here, so maybe be careful. Yellow alert?
Yellow alert.
Isn't that standard protocol? Yellow alert when there's a ship in distress but you don't know the origin yet?
Yeah.
Or whether it's IFF?
All right. Take us in, Harvey.
Okay.
It's another con task, difficulty 4. Please.
Goodness me.
Yeah. You can get assisted by the ship this time, though.
Oh, goody.
So
Okay.
I'll be able to
Grab
run
the
the
ship.
ship's scanners to see if we can do like a little bit of an assist from the engineering station.
Yeah, absolutely.
And navigation, right?
A navigation can help, certainly. Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah, so con for Burrell, con for Harvey, and then like science probably for the scanners. And Doc, did you want to roll the assist die for the ship?
Sure. I would be happy to.
Oh, okay, there we go. Sensors and science. Perfect. Although actually,
right.
this is going to be assisted because it's like we're piloting through this is this is Harvey. You are having to like thread the needle through this like asteroid
Yep.
cloud.
Mm.
So this
So
is
this
going
is
to
a
be
Starship Task Roll 1?
yeah.
One time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if you select engines and hello,
It's the
is it bugged?
Starship. Yeah, it's broken. It's always been like that throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
It always shows up red, but
It's good,
all-
though. I did good. Tom, did I
Well,
do good?
it's engines and con that you need. So you need to select the different attributes.
Oh.
It's not
are you
sensors and
showing all
science.
7s, Doc, on your one, or is it?
All 7s. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's
Systems, I have different numbers.
That's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the
I
one
will
popped
read
up
you that
as-
roll. 1 failure, 1 success.
Let's
The
take the
failure is 20. It's a crit.
actually a 20.
Hey, yes. I hovered
It's a
over it. It's
crit,
actually a 20.
Sam.
So let's take that.
It's a crit Sam. I rolled a crit Sam.
All right. Let's take that left-hand result as the 0 for that ship because it's running 2 for some reason. Okay. So with that complication, you are going to suffer 1 breach to the engines. So there's some damage to the engines, but it's not like it's damaged yet. So they're still usable. The difficulty won't increase because of that. What did we actually do? 3 successes from Harvey, 1 from Burrell, but no other assists from Eka. Give you those 4 successes that you needed. All right, so with a little bit of a strain on the old engines and the old impulse drive, you managed to thread the needle through the asteroid cloud and to the little coordinates that have been pinpointed to you from Nat. At this distance, I would say that you can easily actually scan this now. It's not going to be very difficult. So what I think I'd ask for another task roll, probably from Eka or from Pasha, if Pasha wants to get in on some of the sciencey stuff, some of the scanning stuff. Pasha?
I could. I could scan some things, sure.
It's going to be difficulty 0 at this range.
Okay. And these are using my sciences, yes?
Yeah. Your
Is
science.
this my science abilities?
And your insight or reason.
Okay. Ooh, I would use insight, science, and I'm rolling 2. And I'm trying to think if anything here would apply. I don't think so. No. Okay, so just rolling 2.
And if someone
Fail
wants
and a
to...
success.
Okay. So does someone want to do the sensors and the science for the ship?
Sure, I can do it this time.
Cool.
Let me grab the ship, Lexington. Ah, there we go. Sensors and science.
Mhm.
Find science vessel. 1 roll, 1 die for the task roll.
Mhm.
For some reason, it's still bugged. No successes from the ship.
No. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I even just selected no die on the task roll just to see
No
what happened.
dice.
It still was 2.
Is that, Samantha, is this you breaking the 4th wall?
Why?
Is this you telling us the ship is also infected with some sort of decay?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
And that's why it's rolling twice?
The
Okay.
Roll20 game has now got so many little weird
Mhm.
pages and
Sentience and-
stuff, and it's getting sentience. Yeah, absolutely, basically. Yeah. Okay, so Pasha, you got 1 success in that, giving you 1 momentum. So the basic success that you see from the scanners is that this is a civilian freighter. It looks like Federation by design. What to you, it doesn't look particularly like Federation by design, but looks like a kind of freighter. Doesn't look very efficient in terms of its design, but it looks like
Like a big
it's
flying block.
yeah,
look at that thing.
basically. Quite small.
Going very fast.
A bit like the kind of size of your frigates that you've got from Setu. And yeah, that is exactly where the distress call signal is originating from. So you've got
And
one...
everyone, he points it out. Everyone, correct me. That's not a warship, right? That's not like anything like that. Looks like just sort of showing everyone the readouts. This is him showing the computer screen to everyone, and it looks more like maybe mercantile transport or I don't know, some sort of long haul shipment thing.
Eka, I think it's best if you open contact with them. I mean, Pav and I are very Starfleet. Pasha is something else.
I am
All right.
something
The
else.
one
Thank
with
you. Take that as a compliment.
Let me open a channel.
Sorry, is it a freighter? Sorry.
It is, yeah.
Long-haul freighter.
Mhm.
Can I just... I'm going to be mean here. Can I just determine what exactly freighter it is? Like specific freighter, like
Like the model.
what its jobs for. Like whether it's common in the underground for criminal activity. Because you always get some ships probably get reputations for that, or whether this is a kind of just a standard Federation freighter and stuff like that because of my background and my focus.
Yeah, I could either just tell you an answer, or by spending that momentum, I could give you a truthful answer. Fully truthful, no obfuscation.
Oh, I couldn't roll for it, could I?
Yeah, you could roll for it. Pasha, then, did you want to spend that 1 momentum to ask a question?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if that will get us sort of more information of what kind of freighter or
Mhm.
point of origin or something like that, that Harvey's looking for, then yeah,
Yeah.
I think they would.
All right.
Um,
What did you want to ask?
um, well, Tom, first of all, should I ask something different if you're trying to figure out the model, what it would
Yeah,
typically
yeah,
be used for?
absolutely.
Okay, all right. Um, I want to ask. Um, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of something else helpful. Something along the lines of what. I think it's more of an insight thing. Like, is this a trap?
No.
You know what I mean? Are we being honeypotted?
Yeah.
Or something like that? Or are these people genuinely need help?
No, you're not. Like, it looks properly crashed.
Mhm. Okay, that's good. That thing is busted.
All right, good to open a channel then.
Yeah. Pasha stands right next to Eka. Like, just, in case you need some advice or anything, I'm just right here.
Thanks. Ahoy, hoy. You need a hand?
What? Ahoy hoy.
Listen, don't worry about it. We can help you if you need a hand. Are you still trying to get out? From where to
Yeah,
start?
absolutely. Who's this?
My name's Eka.
Oh, okay.
We're on a ship, should be showing up on your sensors right about now.
Yeah, hang on. And there's some like crashing and banging in the background. And then from a distance, more like, yeah, okay, yeah. I do need some help.
All right. You cool to transport, or are you? Obviously, your ship's pretty immobilized right now.
Our
Oh.
place or yours?
I mean, yeah, I could beam over, but I'd more just appreciate some help down here. I don't want to lose the cargo.
Cool. Yeah, we got an engineer on board we can send over. If you're cool with that.
Yeah, whatever you got going on, yeah.
Yeah. What seems to be the problem?
Just this like damn nebula thing just wrecked my engines trying to jump out the system, and I guess I caught an asteroid on the way out.
Yeah. We were having similar problems. Stand by. We'll see what we can do to get you up and running again.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
So Harvey.
Mm.
So with those two successes, you recognize this as like a kind of goods freighter.
Standard Federation.
Not like a
civilian
transport.
freighter.
Yeah, and I wouldn't. It's Federation, not Starfleet, and it's one of 20 dozen different configurations of
Bog
like
standard
freighter, and
yeah.
there's no like standard designs. It's all kind of a lot of them cobbled together as well. This looks a little bit older, and these freighters tend to be pushed out onto the very fringes of kind of known space.
Okay. So nothing kind of sparks as like unusual about it. Something like that being out this far. Nothing unusual about that.
No. And I'll give you a momentum for that, because I think that's only one success for you to kind of recognize what it is.
I would have been fine with no momentum because it was just kind of like
Yeah. But with one momentum, did you want to bank it, or did you want to like ask more about it?
Would the sensor scan class as momentum so I can figure out what's wrong with it?
We could flavor it like a scan. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what's wrong with this so it'll help with my repairs to get it quicker.
Oh, for sure. So
That's what I meant. Yeah.
The
And while I'm scanning to see what the cargo is,
you can get one, but not the other. Tom, it's one momentum spend.
Oh.
Do you want to know what happened, or do you want to know what's on board?
No, Harvey isn't that suspicious. He's going to scan for the damage. He's not that suspicious. I am, but Harvey isn't.
Okay. So the engines, have absolutely been blown out.
Okay.
and suffered probably similar to like that washboard effect.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a drop in power, but it's fried and kind of overloaded the engine systems. And thankfully, it looks like the guy managed to like reverse impulse and thrusters a little bit so that he didn't shoot through the asteroid on the way out. But definitely took a tumble and has just kind of like settled here in the cloud, in the asteroid cloud around the system.
Well, I better get my tools. Right?
You're also probably going to want to change out of uniform.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I guess there are some kind of normal clothes around here somewhere. I'll find something.
We could replicate you something for the quartermaster. Give me a sec.
Okay, you know better than I do.
I think Eka has been like availing themselves of the entire ship and like seeing exactly like, where do I get this? Where do I get that? Like, I think Eka's set up shop probably in like the quartermaster area, just to be like, okay, we could make things.
Why do I get the
like
feeling that Eka has already price tagged literally everything on the
Oh, I've made a
stars?
thorough inventory.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this
They
is why
walk
they're the
around
best.
the ship with price tags all over everything.
This ship is vintage, and like
Yeah.
these things are collector's items. People are more
I'm
than
sure
willing
there's
to
a
pay
ships
for
are
gas
it.
collector's
cloud
item.
somewhere out there in the galaxy that will want a vintage Constitution class.
Listen, one of
You
these
know.
the little flippy communicators, those go for a pretty
I
penny.
bet they do.
And you've got like
The
five
fact
of
that-
them
Yeah.
sat around, just like in a little
Yeah.
pile. Please.
Yeah.
You ever been to one of those retro vintage spaceship shows? People just bring their remodeled spaceships,
Yeah,
previous
the-
classes, and
The Antique Starling show.
yeah.
This is the finale, folks.
Antique Starling.
It's not dramatic. It's not tense.
Starling show is
No.
the word.
We're goofy. We're silly, goofy guys.
Anyway.
Goofy gappers.
Star Trek is
How
best
much you
when
hoping to
it's
get to
goofy.
these
an
transmitters here? What's the best you can do on this comm unit?
The tires on it. But Burrell is also going to suit up in civvy gear with some weapons because you never know.
Mm.
It's a dangerous bit of space, and she's got to protect Harvey. You coming with us, Zach?
Please.
Yeah, might as well. Eka's always in their civvies.
Please.
Pasha,
Oh,
you want to come see what a rescue mission looks like?
Pasha's already over on the transporter pod.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
is this the cardigan? Is the cardigan okay?
Cardigan's fine.
Looks cozy, honestly.
very
It is
in.
cozy.
Very
Space
in.
is colder than I expected. I mean, inside the ship, it's not that bad, but just you can sense it, right?
There was only
Otherwise-
one life form on that ship, right? God, sensors
no,
are so,
there was another
like,
person they
they're
were-
so like, oh my god, the old sensors on the
You're in
console.
the
I think
you're in the
they-
nebula. You're not
So
getting clear readings.
This is on you.
I think they
Tom.
talked to somebody else, didn't they? Like they said,
Hey.
went and checked with somebody else, and
There
or
was
maybe they ran
crashing
and fixed something and
banging.
yelled from across the room, crashing and banging.
Nat punches
I
in
think
some buttons on the console.
Please.
Mid
I
conversation,
thought she was going to punch me.
you
Thank
begin to
you.
transport.
3 of them to the ship mean
Oh
to
no, my
just
god, I
the
forgot
nebula.
my tool. God.
The M3 into the nebula. Got it.
Nice. Bye.
Okay.
That's a
Where is
wrap.
there is a derelict. There is a derelict. Soundscape. Where is it?
Oh.
That's space battle. Don't want that. Starship Adrift. Sure. Oh no, creepy derelict. There we go. That'd be cool. Let's use a bit of that. Okay. You beam into every single one of these scenes that's in my mind's eye whenever I think of the rescue missions off of Star Trek. It is dusty. For some reason, there's some smoke billowing in from like the corner. Like the
Sparks.
lights are kind of out. There's a spark now and again. And you all got those like, oh no, they're Voyager, the wrist torchlights. but you've all got, like these kind of square torches going on, kind of looking through the wreckage and stuff like that. And after, you hear some metal grating on other metal as it kind of, something moves and shifts just in the distance from you. And then on the other side of this, like cargo, like chamber, you see a human man, civvies, kind of greased up. And Tom, like smudges of black engine grease. There you go. Wandering over, bag of tools like slung over one shoulder. Hi, Jarrell, Sarah.
Hey, Jarrell. Eka, we spoke on the comms.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Hi, I'm Pasha of the Earboga. It's nice to meet you.
Vulcan?
What?
No.
What's that? Earboga. That's right. No, I'm from a planet called... You know what?
Burrell.
I'm-
Burrell, just
yeah,
like,
mhm.
but
Burrell, Harvey,
Thank you.
Pasha of the Euroboka from Setu.
Just Pasha's fine.
Hi. Nice salvage you have.
Yeah, I figured we could probably catch a pretty penny for it at auction, or at least for some of the parts on it. Managed to scrape it up from a world not a couple light years away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all
It wasn't
sorts
easy to
here.
get up and flying again. Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, there's all sorts here in the Expanse. It's great.
Yeah. Took us a little bit to get her back up and running, but hopefully that's enough about us. We're hoping to get you back up and running.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if the Connie class is anything to go by, you got that right up and running. Well, I mean, we're gonna be hearing like, two shakes of a Starfleet engineer's like tail, right?
Yeah.
They have tails? Suppose some of them.
No,
I'll just
that's an Earth expression. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's good.
So Burrell, unable to turn off the Klingon part of her brain, she's looking around and she says, "You have any other crew here?"
It's just me.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's a quiet life.
Be nice, I guess.
So engines, I guess. Engines.
Over there.
Yeah, let's go. Takes you kind of down some gangways, a couple of decks, and yeah, Harvey, it's a shit show in here. But it all checks out, like from the little survey that you have from that little decking that you're on. Like, yeah, shit's overloaded. This looks like the Expanse has just done a number on this guy's ship.
okay. Well, get to repairing the engines.
All right. As you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing? Eka.
I'm being Snoopy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, okay.
This guy says that he's running cargo through the Expanse. I want to do like an insight security check with black market dealings as my focus to see if there's anything untoward on here.
Yes.
I'm on this.
And-
I'm on the
yeah.
case.
And while Ek is doing that, Pasha is doing a 5-part PowerPoint presentation on Setu and the Ikaru people for his new friend.
You've got like a pocket PowerPoint ready to go that just like
Yeah,
emits a little
absolutely.
thing.
Always ready to go. Yep.
Nice.
Little hologram.
Setu.
Pharrell,
A C4 class.
Are you assisting with the presentation or are you
No.
going to snoop?
Oh, I'm
I'm-
snooping.
I will assist Echo on it, but I'm more of a security focus of, is this guy lying that he's on his own? Does he have is this a little ambush? Is there going to be other like asteroid pirates coming out and try and hijack our lovely ship? Are we going to get jumped from tubes on this little thing?
Jump
You know
from
what I mean? I'm like,
tubes.
yeah,
Your imagination
I'll
is
check this
wild.
tube.
So out of this tube, no. No, I tell you what, so Eka, roll me that insight and security, and Burrell, assist with your insight and
Okay.
security as well. And I'll give you a little bit on the freighter and a little bit on the guy. Difficulty 1.
All right.
4 total
14.
successes. Nets you
Oh, so I gotta build up the momentum.
3 momentum. So that should actually be 4. Sorry.
I'm just saying, Anita, you and me, we keep this whole thing running. We trust these two.
Can't
Girls
get
get it
anything
done.
done. Listen, the episodes that I was gone, whole thing went off the rails.
Sure did.
I blame my absence.
Okay, so a little bit about the freighter. You're snooping about the cargo. The cargo is like rare minerals.
Rare minerals.
Rare minerals. Yeah. And just rare minerals. Legitimately, just rare minerals from what you can find. Burrell, the guy seems a touch on edge, but nothing is giving you bad vibes, and you don't see any obvious ambush things, traps, tripwires, or even really any weapons lying around. The only weapon you can see is like, and this, because this is you're quite good at this, like you can see that there is a disruptor like tucked into a boot that's by his like flight deck. That's the only weapon you can see, and it's like an old model. It's an old model Klingon disruptor.
Oh, okay. And she sees that and she's like, piece of junk. And she's happy. She's got a little duck tag with her. She'll be faster with that than he will be trying to get to that. So she's somewhat chilled.
Do you want to spend any momentum to ask any questions?
Love to. Because I'm Snoopy. Ooh. Is he on edge because he's late delivering these minerals, or is there an ulterior motive to his anxiety?
He is on edge because he has clearly been in an accident.
Oh, okay.
But he was definitely not expecting you guys. He seemed to be expecting someone else.
All right.
Oost.
So that was one
Do you want
momentum.
me to ask that as my follow-up question? Is who was he expecting?
Hoomst?
Hoomst. It's been a while. Hoomst.
Okay, so you're kind of chatting. Hoomst? You're kind of chatting a little bit just to pass the time while Harvey's making good on the engines. And he gets a talking a little bit. Yeah, you know, most of the stuff that they're excavating is like, you know, common minerals, metals. Some of the stuff can be quite rare resources, and they're just chucking it out from the excavation. So, you know, I was contracted in the end. I thought I'd swoop in and, you know, just kind of pick around what I could find, and I mean, it's all going to waste anyway. I mean, you know. And the thing is, like, you know, there's no one's claiming this far out, right? I know the Klingons are on this thing right now. You know, it's been all over the like news. The Federation's nowhere in sight now, thankfully. You know, Starfleet's not buzzing around. But yeah, so no, I think it's totally legitimate. You know, as much as you trust Orions, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, or yeah. Well, I mean, I saw the. I couldn't help. You know, sometimes the scanners on the ship picked up some traces of some gallicite and some topoline in your stores. Apologies for that. You know how it is. Sometimes the broad scans get everything.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like, who's checking permits out here, right?
No, nobody.
Yeah.
All right. How's it going, Harv?
There's a lot to repair. I don't know. I need to roll. I'll tell
I
you.
mean, you
after
can just
I
turn
roll.
over if you need to, Harv.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a bit awkward. I got a hydro spanner in my back. One sec. Let me just roll quickly.
okay. All right.
Okay.
You take and I'm not going to really get you to roll. Like if you're
okay.
genuinely intent on just like fixing up the guy's engines, particularly with your power systems focus, it's going to be after a couple of hours that you manage to kind of get things kind of whirring and spluttering again. At least he can limp to the next way station or something.
Well, is everyone done what they've meant to do? Are we going like a few hours later?
Yeah,
Or
you
are
still
we-
got like one. I give you guys still one opportunity to like do something or
So,
dig in a
yeah.
little bit more to what's going on.
I was gonna just say, you're saying you're working with some Orion traders?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple contacts with them as well. I was hoping to maybe offload some of this cargo that we've got on the Connie. Where exactly are you hooking up with them?
Oh, well, they're in this system.
They're in the system?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, second planet actually.
Second planet?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll probably see if I recognize any faces down there.
Okay.
One that I usually work with, name of Alarul. Don't know her?
I don't know. I haven't met her. Would she like be in charge or?
Yeah, she runs a freighter out here.
Oh,
The
okay.
Expanse.
Oh, okay. No, it's quite a close knit team. I haven't met her.
All right. Well, I think Harv should be done any second now, but unless anybody else has anything they want to ask this fella.
It was great to meet you. And Pasha gives him his space business card.
Yeah. You too.
Says nothing about the Federation. Pasha Earbook, a mediator, therapist.
Yeah.
Love the postcard situation. Yeah. I'll be sure
There
to
you go.
visit. Or if you're looking for any theramite, then maybe I'll come by.
Hey, our civilization has recently made first contact, and so all avenues are possible.
Huh. Nice. I'll have to look you up.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably get going. Take Pasha by the shoulders. All right, you have a safe flight, yeah?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Don't
Look at this.
take,
You're trying to rush me out. Look at
don't
that. That's a change.
take
from
her
usual.
over warp 3.1.
Oh, okay.
But because you need to replace the warp calibrators. A few of them are fried, so I've kind of just bypassed it. Yeah, so if you could replace them, I wouldn't go ahead because the energy might just blow the rest of them. So I wouldn't go further than that. But to get out of it, there should be a navigation buoy just outside of the nebula. So use that to help
sweet.
to navigate.
Yeah, that'd be great. I was thinking too, if I just inverted the balanced thermionic conversion controller, then I could just I could get to at least 3.5.
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't push it.
Oh,
That
okay,
could
sure.
only for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, you
know,
might burst the secondary anodyne relays if you try and push it too hard.
And they are
Yeah, that's
expensive to
true.
replace. Eka, you would know.
Real expensive.
Well, good luck.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
He heads up to the flight deck.
Okay.
And we'll do a quick
Covert.
covert, a
Theft.
boop
Like
Oh,
two,
no.
two, like
How
two,
about the-
like two beeps. Yeah.
Yeah, just two little.
beep beep.
All right. You've been back over to the Lexington, and you're back on board.
He was nice.
He's also working for the Orions, which means that they're active in the area.
That's the last thing
Is
we
that
need.
bad?
Orions as well as Romulans, as well as Tilikaal technology that can move planets. Great.
Well,
He
if
just
they're
Can you
say-
give me
active,
the
excavator.
brief thing with the Orions? I thought one of your crew members was an Orion.
No.
Oh, why are they bad?
They're not.
They're
Nat
not
comes in.
all
They're not all
bad.
bad. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't do that here.
Okay, all right.
They're not all
No, no,
bad.
no.
All right.
But they.
All right.
But-
Well, without making a blanket judgment on them, what's our personal experience with them?
The Orion Crime Syndicate is big in this area, which is
Oh.
a real bad criminal organization. Not all Orions are terrible. I have a couple that work for me at my bar,
Okay.
but like at the same time, there's a lot of judgments based on, you know, criminal
piratical
enterprises, pirates.
past.
Oh, okay. All right. So some crime happens. Okay.
Yeah.
That is, I can understand now. Thank you. Let's carry on.
Okay. Do we have any leads from here?
Second planet, they're doing some excavations.
The Orions are doing some excavations down on the second planet.
Yep.
Mhm.
Great.
Maybe the source of this weird gravitational
We're
stuff.
not close to the Romulan border at all.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're very close.
It's not like we're
Oh,
flying
sorry,
an
guys.
ancient Federation Starfleet vessel. Stick out like a sore thumb.
Wow.
I'm going to see if I can mask our signature.
Okay.
Change it from a Federation kind, because every ship has a beep, beep, kind of like a ping, right?
Transponder.
A transponder. I'm going to see if I can say it's a... What do you want the transponder to say, Chief?
Let's not get fancy with it. Civilian.
Civilian,
Freighter.
freighter, what kind of civilian? Do you want Federation? Do you want Klingon? Do you want Romulan? Orion?
Haru.
Independent vessel.
Independent vessel.
Independent? Okay.
Not aligned with anyone. No one's
Akari
gonna
is
be
not a
anything
bad
close.
shout, actually.
They've never met us before, probably.
That's true. We could be an unknown.
It gives us the upper hand.
Yeah.
Hey.
We think they can
Just hope.
put one over on us.
Just
All
hope
right.
nobody gets nosy.
I'm going
I
to
thought
treat
he was
this
out of the
as
window.
a signal jamming task.
Oh, okay, cool. It's an actual task. Okay.
This, for you, Harvey, is going to be control plus engineering.
Okay.
And the ship is going to roll communications and security. Folks.
Okay.
Would I be able to assist with reason and security?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Now, Harvey,
Yes.
what difficulty would you like this test to be?
Well,
And
the higher it is, the more.
the
yeah.
difficulty that you choose, or if you succeed, that is a difficulty that they will face in order to like figure it out.
Okay. How successful, Chief, do you want this to be?
Make it as convincing as you can, Have.
I mean, I can make it incredibly convincing, but
Then
it
do
will
it.
take a lot of effort to do it.
The longer we remain undetected and unbothered is
Okay.
ideal. We can get down there, we can do what we have to do, get out.
I'm gonna go
I got a
diffi-
70% chance of helping with my assist.
pretty high. I'm gonna go difficulty 4.
Okay. How many dice are you willing to commit
I'm
to
gonna
that?
buy at least 1. I'm tempted to buy 2.
Okay.
It's
I'm
the
gonna-
finale. Give her all the threat.
Yeah, go on then. I'll buy 2.
Okay. So let's
Because I
take
don't
that
have
out
a
of momentum.
focus in this. I don't have a focus in this, so
And I'll get one more threat. So you're rolling
Yeah.
4 die? That's fine.
okay. Control engineering. Here we go.
Control engineering. 5 successes. 6 successes. Who wants to do the ship? Burrell?
Hang on. Let me.
Communications and security.
Where's the ship. Communications. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Boop. A
What's-
19.
What's the result there? 19. Okay. If I'd really thought about it, I think I would have made the complication range higher, given that it's old tech or it's like, you know, you're trying to mask yourselves. But I didn't say that. That's fine. You reach the 4 successes. It's difficulty 4 to determine whether your transponder is like a real signature or not. But you got 2 momentum as well from that.
Mm.
Cool. All right. So you change your transponder signal to a civilian transport. And then after that work, you give Nat the nod and she says, all right, take us in. Second planet. Maximum impulse.
Oh, mate. Is there a
Hit it.
moon I could
Or whatever
hide
she says. I don't know
behind
what
in
she
this
says.
planet?
Is that what?
Is there a moon orbiting this planet I can hide behind? You know, like that standard Star Trek. There's always a moon that for some reason blocks sensors. I don't
Or
know.
you hide
There's-
yourself at the magnetic pole or
Yeah,
whatever.
something like that.
Some bullshit like that. Okay. You can definitely try, and the nebula is actually going to kind of help you out, I think, a
Oh, it
little
would,
bit
wouldn't
here,
it? Yes,
to be
of course,
fair.
yeah.
This planet, much like the others based on the scans that you've seen, actually doesn't have very large moons or very spherical moons. It has basically either a bunch of other asteroids orbiting it, or it has a couple of larger asteroids. About like Mars has its 2 moons, and one of them is just kind of like a weird shape, like it's just got a couple of weird shaped moons. Are you trying to mask your signature from space or from people on the planet looking up at you?
I mean, both really, but ideally probably space.
Okay. So yeah, you can get into position.
Yeah.
And do that.
I'll park us next to a nice chunky asteroid that just kind of.
You'll just parallel park us, will you, Tom?
Yeah, I'll just parallel park. I was never any good at parallel parking, so hang on. This might take a few tries.
Turn it around.
Over the shoulder, look,
yeah.
tongue out.
Hey, Eka, could you check my left? Can you stick your head out the window to make sure?
You're way out from the curb. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Try it again.
Is this behind a moon?
Well, yeah, it's behind an asteroid, like a big asteroid
Okay.
or moon or whatever's there. A piece of floating debris or whatever.
Okay.
I mean, technically a moon can be that big, can't it?
Control plus con. It's going to be assisted by the ship's engines and con.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, because the endurance divider is a class 3 nebula, we're not going to increase the difficulty of this test. The difficulty of the test is going to be 2, because you're creating a trait here, basically. But I am going to say that the complication range is increased by 3. 17,
Really
18, 19, or
interesting.
20.
We might get some scuff
Tom,
on the paint. Yes.
I know you want to roll high. I can feel it. I know you want to, but don't do it.
Okay. How important would you say this is? Is it worth
up to
buying a
you.
momentum die?
You're the pilot.
Can I? So I have my reassuring talent. So I could, if I succeed using presence, so maybe to assist with presence, just like you got this, just right behind that moon, right? And then if I succeed, then it allows the result, Tom, to us to ignore a single complication. So that would maybe
Absolutely.
be a nice little insurance policy.
Love how Pasha is the glue that holds this little crew together.
Genuinely.
Just comes
Another
over and
joint
they're
Starfleet.
like, you got this, Harv.
I got this.
Big
I
Ted
got
Lasso
this.
energy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, 2. It's difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we
I
can
need to
ignore that
succeed on
complication.
my.
because
Well,
of-
I need to succeed on a presence.
succeed.
Yes, on that
roll.
1d20 roll.
Okay, so it would be presence and
Command. Yeah.
Okay, I got this. Or
we
I
don't
don't.
got this. We don't got this. But I
The
still get
ship-
assist.
That was-
So someone needs to do the shit.
That was
ship
an
Okay.
18 over 17.
Engines and hang on, ship. 1.
Okay,
A
we're not
17. I just need to
crashing
roll
into
between
the
a
moon.
17.
We're not crashing into the moon. It's a good thing.
It's an 8,
We're gonna
even though it's
scrape
red.
it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You ignore that complication. And you and the ship manage to just get into synchronous orbit.
Nice.
Just on the very, very, very edge of the moon. You are meters away from the
Oh
surface.
my god, meters!
You
With a
wanted it to be
starship.
good.
We're all holding our breath.
Blummin' heck, even Harvey's impressed by that. Getting meters away from the thing. Holy
You know,
crap.
yeah, and the computer's kind of navigational computers assisted you plotting the trajectory of the moon and is just there skimming it.
I like to think that Harvey didn't intend to get that close. It just
But just
Yeah,
was like,
totally.
oh wait, and then just stopped pressing buttons and it just kind of floated
just-
on by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, we're hidden, Chief.
Done it.
Good.
Good job.
Brill looks at the sensor. She looks at the meters. She's like,
Collision warnings are going off like crazy.
she's just gonna turn that alarm off. Just,
Yeah.
good job, Half.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, collision alerts.
All right, let's get some sensors. Let's find out where they're excavating.
Yeah, good plan. So this is going to be sensors test. This is going to be difficulty 3
Mm.
because of the divide.
I will say my science is 4. That helps. Anyone?
Okay. How's your insight?
9. It's okay. Not great.
Okay. It'd be about the same if I rolled for the test.
I reckon, Echo, you take.
Yeah,
you
I think I should
command,
take
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at the engineering station. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're doing, are we doing insight science?
Harvey's still
Is that what we're doing?
sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, to read
I have
the
a-
sensors.
I have a 10 insight and a 3 science. Is that
Okay, that's
Math.
That's better. That's
That's
one
good.
better than me.
That's good.
okay?
How about the
I can
both
try
of you
it.
like work
Yeah.
together on the
Go for
sensors?
that. Go for
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Who's
One leads, one-
leading?
So I'm assisting.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll lead.
And
Who's leading?
Eka, do you
You're
want to
leading,
add
I'm
any more
assisting.
dice to your roll?
Yes, give me one of those
One of those dice.
momentum.
Difficulty 3.
Okay.
And this is the dumbest suggestion ever, Samantha. I can't wait for you to say no to this. Can I use the diplomacy focus? Because new planet. We're just trying to be diplomatic and scan.
I was readying myself to just be like, yes, but no.
No, I don't think so. Right.
Would my
All
focus in
right.
black market dealings apply? Because I'm also scanning for like Orion activity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here comes the assist.
Very
That's-
nice. And the ship.
3.
Sensors and science.
Hold on. A bit, a bit. Yep. One success.
Silly
And
ship.
1 success. Gives you a
The red just
momentum.
makes me. The red alarms me every time. Makes me think we failed.
Okay. You pinpoint the excavation site, and it's less than a kilometer from the shoreline of an inland frozen sea near the northern pole. The planet itself seems quite hot, apart from that polar region, and is crater scarred, and the surface is quite volatile. It's like a borderline M-class planet, so you'll be able to breathe and you'll be able to go down there, and but it will, the conditions are not going to be great for you. It's a bunch of prefab buildings all around that shoreline, and a couple of small Orion ships, have landed and are clustered around the site itself. You can detect the use of some kind of like drilling laser, so you get the energy readings off of that. And there are a couple dozen life forms on the surface, all in this like compound prefab type excavation site. Would you like to ask me any questions?
Yes. Do we get Tilikaal info? Do we get the Tilikaal ping?
You want? Do you want a momentum spend for that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You do not detect the typical Tilikaal readings or materials or energy signatures that you would expect. But underground, you do detect some, in a much smaller scale than you're used to seeing. So you're used to seeing this on almost like a global scale, or like just vast facilities. You do detect what you think is some possibly like dormant Tilikaal technology, or maybe switched off Tilikaal technology. But there is something down there that they're excavating, and it is not Tilikaal.
So if they're not here to excavate the Tilikaal technology, I mean, is there a way we can sneak past them to check it out without them knowing?
I mean,
Actually,
it depends on how close they are to the Tilikaal, and if they're actively scanning while we transport or fly down in the cast. Maybe. I'm more like, I was wondering, what are they digging for?
if they're just
That's
throwing
none of my
away like
business.
rare ores, if they're just letting scavs come and pick up quality stuff, what are they actually getting?
I mean,
Hmm.
Could
I mean,
we have a scan of the planet to see what natural materials are here?
Just use the momentum to ask.
Yeah, that's what I meant. When I say scan the planet, I mean momentum. Use the momentum to ask what they could possibly be.
Like, I don't even
for.
necessarily think that I could give you that information fairly freely. I don't think you need to spend a momentum on it. But what I'm interested in, actually, Tom, is like you said, kind of what minerals there are. Like, I'd come up with some gobbledygook, but like, what are you looking to like understand about the situation from you with that question?
Basically, I want to know if it's a mining operation. What the hell they're drilling for? What they're going for? You see,
This looks like, and especially for Eka and their understanding of some of these, maybe from their past. You know, this looks like a mining operation, like a repurposed mining operation.
Does it look like the mining operation that was on the first planet we found it? Do you remember
Similar.
where
Similar.
they were scavenging Tilikaal, surface Tilikaal
Mhm.
technology, basically, wasn't it? Okay.
So well, back on that planet, they were a regular mining operation that happened upon a Tilikaal chamber.
Yeah.
Is this disguised as a mining operation, or do we get the impression, or does Harvey get the impression that it started as one and now they found something more valuable? Is there a way to...
If you wanted an accurate answer to that question, that would be momentum spend. I would let you spend that.
I mean, the better question is, with the momentum spent, is what are they excavating for, if not the Tilikaal technology?
Yeah. Could our
I would agree with
scans
that.
determine what exactly they're bringing up with the momentum?
It could. With the worst poker face in the world, it could.
Uh-huh.
I must smash that momentum button.
You want to spend it?
Spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they digging for, if not the Tilikaal technology?
Your sensors and the Starfleet database does not know what they are digging up. But buried about 500 meters below the surface, as they're lasering out all of the rock and the ice, is a curved pyramid structure about the size of a small tower block.
Oh, geez.
Like, are we dealing with a Tomb Raider situation here?
We might be dealing with a Tomb Raider situation here.
Are they just looking into some sort of old structure to see what's inside, or I mean, it's a tower block. So you're talking like a building, right?
Mm-hmm. This is like building sized, yeah.
Hmm.
I swear, if you were going to say a sphere or cube size, I was going to walk directly out of the system.
Well, there's only so much we can do looking at scans up here.
Boots on the
Like
ground.
the old saying. Yeah, it's like the saying you can only hide behind a moon for so long.
That old
Yeah.
phrase, that old saying.
That old
Yep.
chestnut.
That old nugget.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I guess I could talk with Nat and we'll figure out the best way to get down, whether it's transport or taking the cast. Nat,
Probably,
What kind
what
of
do you think?
probably the cast. Sorry, didn't want to step on
No,
any toes.
no.
I mean, yeah,
No,
you
I
could take the cast if you wanted.
was gonna ask what's our story here when we encounter these Orions?
Oh,
I would
easy.
prefer not to.
I would, if we run
Obviously.
into them, we're traders and we're looking to do some barter.
Okay. What are we trading? Melf? Is it Melf?
Oh, we could be scavengers.
Oh,
There's a lot of scavenge around this thing. I
Sure.
could fit in.
just like the guy on the
nicely.
ship. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just say we're looking for some rare minerals.
Salvage.
got it.
That could
And
work.
A
we're
good
willing to
hot
trade
tip
for
on
it.
some rare minerals. Yeah.
Really should put my. I
All right.
really should have put my cardigan on for this.
Oh,
All out
yeah.
of uniform.
Yeah. You're actually out of
It's the
uniform.
worst.
Yeah,
it's the
I'm
worst
in
episode to
uniform.
have your uniform on.
Yeah, it's all out of uniform.
Covert operations. Yeah. yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So take the cast down. We'll drop off a good few miles away from the site under cover and make our way there on foot. Right, Chief?
Yep.
You're gonna
I don't go on away missions very often. Well, I have for the past, yeah, but normally I wouldn't.
you're gonna like schlep it there. You're gonna just cover ground on foot.
I mean, I don't want to fly into them.
Yeah.
Do we want to fly into them?
If your
I mean,
traders
Eka, do you think
beaming
you could
in wouldn't
blag
be
your way?
If,
Wouldn't be
if the
unheard of.
story holds up.
I mean, we've got a
Let's-
Federation shuttle.
Let's
You
use
have
the cast
Starfleet
to get
shuttle.
close, beam in the rest of the distance. And then
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a secondary point we can get to. When things go bad, we can get
Which
to
they
the
will.
cast. And then we can, it's small, it's evasive, we can make it back to
Yeah,
the
that's a
park.
good plan actually. Yeah.
Mhm.
Have it set down
And
somewhere,
then
and then you can
if-
beam there if necessary.
And if things go haywire and we need to separate for a little bit, we should set up a rendezvous point.
Okay.
Do we? I would like to try and. We got any kind? Is this ship? This is an very odd question. Has it got like material, like in it that could be used for trading? Like, for
got-
example, for samples, like we come and we say, look, we got this to trade. These are our samples. This is what we got on board. Just to kind of make the cover a bit more ironclad.
Heck, I could probably put something together. Like
I mean,
a pad with some inventory.
yeah.
Oh, you could kind of fake something like that.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, if you actually wanted that kind of stuff, the way I'd see that happening right now would be a determination spend
Mm-hmm.
to just
I can
make
make
it
it
so,
so.
and just
think the
have
pad would be
that
more
fact happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 8 lifetimes of business acumen.
Okay.
I can definitely put together a fake pad with some inventory.
Cool. All right. You put together a very believable fake pad of inventory.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay, cool. So you guys head down in the Cass, set down not too far away, and then beam the rest of the way. You're still within kind of sensor range and everything of the Lexington as Nat sits up there and just like Thunderbird 5 just kind of waits for you and sees whether everything's going to be okay.
And that's our guy in the chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Guy in the van. And where's my little thing? We're gonna beam you in. Yeah. It's gonna be windy, hostile environment. And so how far do you want to beam like away from the compound?
Say a couple 100 yards.
Okay. So you beam a short walk out and you trudge up to a couple of the buildings, a couple of the prefabs. You see Orion men heading back and forth. Some of them are unloading just piles and piles of rock and broken up ice. There's a big pile of it melting off to the right hand side, and a few of them are chatting, or they might be working like engineers on doing some like repair work or some configurations. There is a large arm-like aperture that this mining laser is attached to or is forming part of, and you know, it's like that, sorry to say it, Helldiver 2 like orbital laser style situation. Every kind of, you know, 20 seconds or so there's a big like almost like third, and you can hear the fizz and smell the ozone in the air as it like drills down into more of the ice to try and excavate this. But you folks head up to the prefab before a couple of Orion men spot you and kind of like tap each other and point, and then start to kind of square up and then start to make their way over to you. Yeah?
Hoping to speak to the supervisor on site. Heard that there was some minerals that you all were excavating, and I was hoping I could get some. I'm willing to trade for it, of course.
Haven't seen you around here before.
I just pulled into the system. We're doing salvage operations out here, and got a good tip. Figured it'd be a good way to expand our cargo. So I tapped the pad, got inventory that I'm willing to trade for.
And he like rips it from your hand, has a look at it. Who are you?
Name's Kava.
Right. I've seen a trail out this far before.
Yeah, we're a little bit everywhere.
Alright, I need to roll me persuasion. Roll me presence command.
The persuasion focus apply?
Yeah. Or black market dealings, or like everything like that.
I got a number of them.
In the background, while Ekka's doing this, like Burrell's doing that thing where you cross your arms, but you like pump out your biceps a little bit, so she's looking a bit scarier, so they know not to like try and muscle in. Try and make us look a bit more like a ragtag bunch.
Yeah. The other guy looks over to you and says, "Look a little short for a Klingon."
And she just like growls at him like in a very Klingon way.
He smirks, like he's like,
Difficulty? Or is this opposed?
difficulty 3.
Okay. Would I get an assist from my muscle helping me out, backing me up from my squad?
Okay. Fitness and security.
Fitness. Not presence.
No, fitness. You're a little weedy for a Klingon warrior.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm strong. See?
And would I be able to buy a die with threat, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Always take that.
And you said it was difficulty 3?
Mhm.
That is 4 successes total with Susie's 1.
4 successes gives you a point of momentum. And he keeps hold of the pad. And he says, "Follow me." And he walks you through the compound. heading up to what essentially look like the kind of offices, the little command HQ for this. It's got, you know, like one more little floor on top and some dishes, satellite dish types antenna. And you head on inside. In front of you, you see a kind of assembly of like cargo containers, pads, just bits of engineering kit too as well. But towards the far end of this kind of larger room sits a central desk with a kind of like a couple of computers essentially, a few pads on the desk and stuff like that. And on the display on the wall is a scan of this like pyramid, so this kind of wireframe pyramid on a readout in front of you. The Orion men kind of wait awkwardly, and then there's the kind of like almost like a crunch of the door opening behind you again, and then you stepping through into the room itself. As you turn around, you hear, well, well, well. If it isn't the plucky crew that tried to screw my entire operation. And you hear that kind of recognizable, like, as she pulls a disruptor on you and just aims it at you, Echo.
Is that any way to treat an old friend?
It's the only reason why I'm not pulling this trigger.
Turn around.
Why are you here, exactly?
Heard something about a mining operation out here. Heard that there were some good minerals to be had.
You've turned that desperate since the Klingons decided to invade the station.
I'm not considering it desperate. I'm considering it expanding my business operations.
And what kind of rust bucket did you fly in on, exactly?
Oh, it gets around.
There wasn't an answer.
It's the gift targ, you know the one. Got it parked in an asteroid not far out. That little Regellian freighter that I spent way too much money on. Not my better choice.
He looked hurt.
And why have you brought your Federation chums with you? She looks
Well,
squarely at both Harvey and Burrell. I remember you. She looks at Burrell.
Sorry to say your little scheme didn't end in my death.
Yeah. We got another one for you too. She pulls out a second disruptor pistol. Now she's like Mexican standoffing again, like pointing at the two of you.
Acker, I think your friend's flying with us.
Get the fuck out of my operation now.
Listen, Elrul. There are some things that are happening in this neck of the woods that's not going to be good for business for any of us. Those ancient obelisks, that one that your fella tried to tap into, there's an entire race of aliens that's looking to wake up from millennia slumber. And you might have noticed that things are a little bit shaky, gravimetric distortions.
Nothing we can't handle.
They're only going to get worse. Pretty soon we won't be able to operate in this area of space at all unless we stop it. And that's really going to cut into your profit margins.
See, no, I don't think it is. Because I've got some new partners now. And they're making everything good and help cushy. So like I said before, get the fuck out of my operation before you find my knife in your back.
Try to warn you.
I am going to spend 2 threat to take the first
Yep.
turn in the initiative, and she is going to shoot Burrell.
Bring it.
Just poof. It's
Bring
that
it.
like that moment in the the negotiation where the drop now is just her pulling the trigger and this disruptor bolt heading in your direction.
Yep.
Okay. She is going to spend 3 of her personal threat to use that value I basically just quoted at you to get 2 extra successes, and I'll spend 2 threat on another die as well. This is
So we're just
dramatic.
giving that to you.
This is the dramatic conclusion. You know, I gotta. This is control and security. Oh, it doesn't actually have a disruptory focusy thing. All right. So with 2 extra successes against difficulty 2 for a ranged attack. I've played this game lots, I promise. 5 successes, so with 3 momentum, I'm going to add 3 to this damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 damage.
Okay. Okay. Does this count as a non-lethal attack?
Sorry, I'll spend a threat to be a lethal attack. She is out
Okay.
to kill you.
Okay. All right. I just want to know where we stand,
This moment.
so I know when to take the limiters off.
Right.
Okay.
In the penultimate episode, it is not time to take any limiters off. We're playing now.
Okay.
So, to avoid this injury, you can spend that 1 momentum and give me a threat back in order to
Yes.
remain in the scene. Otherwise,
No, I'm gonna give you that
All right,
because
cool.
if I go down, these lot they're gone.
We're dead.
Hey, I took on a Klingon.
all right.
Kinda.
All right.
All right.
Well,
So
very
we
impressed.
are back up to, in total, gang, no momentum and 11 threat there. Why does that say 11 plus? Didn't want that. There we go. Cool. All right. I'm not going to keep the initiative. I'm going to hand it over to Burrell.
Thank you. So
As she ducks
pin-
and weaves this, like...
yeah, I think it like grazes her shoulder.
Oh, I don't
you
know, though, because, like,
Oh,
it's if it had gone differently, it's one of
Oh,
those disruptor
yes.
bolts that just, like, evaporates people, right?
okay, yeah.
I imagine
Alright.
Burrell maybe heard there's a little there's like a little wind up noise there's like, and she's just like, fuck, she's got to go.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, she's like ducking and weaving,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna come at her. Dick tag is out. I'm ending this woman.
All right, you want to kill her? Stun,
No.
stun or to kill? Stun.
Stun.
Okay.
Stun. Okay, so I guess fitness security for my initial. I'm gonna use my focus of dagger fighting. Ba, 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 ba. Would you like an extra bit of threat? So I can have
Sure.
an extra die.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's
Just
gonna
one.
be 3 and a complication.
3 successes and a complication. Okay, this is opposed, but you've currently succeeded your roll with 2. And this is going to be daring and security. And this is going to be hand-to-hand combat as well. And I'm going to spend that 1 threat to bring up that dice to 3 roll 3. And this is going to be hers. 3 successes, which means a draw, and so the defender wins. Your complication means that you drop your DAC tag. She disarms you, and yeah, she just knocks the DAC tag out back behind her guys.
Dang it. All right.
So you could spend give me 2 threat, I think, to keep the initiative. I think you can give me threat for that. If it's an immediate spend, double checking. Keep the initiative. Yeah, so you could give me 2 threat now to keep the initiative if you wanted one of your party to go, or you could hand it back over to the Orions, and one of the Orion pirates can go.
What do you think, gang?
Just to refresh my memory, what's the numbers here? How many pirates are in the room with us?
It's currently 2 Orion pirates with you and Ella Rule.
Okay. I mean, you could hand it back to us. I'm not sure. I think all I know is what Pasha would do, which is try to like find a way to patch up Burrell. You know, he's not a fighter. So
I just had this vision of Pasha just like ripping off his shirt and he's ripped to hell and it just dies on them.
Well, that's the thing, right? His fitness isn't bad.
Yeah.
He's just not very violent. Like,
Yeah.
you know, dude stays in shape.
It's the Chris Traeger microchip.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Tom, do you think Harv's got it in him?
I'm just gonna say this.
Uh-huh.
He just about made it past security. He did the bare minimum in Starfleet Academy to pass security. He knows which end to hold a phaser.
I mean, I got decent security. I'm just not very daring or fit.
It's okay. But
I mean, it would be a 13 or lower for me to succeed on daring security to fire a. I would assume I think I'm still the one in the possession of the disruptor.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than what I got.
Yeah, way better than mine.
Yeah.
Sam, it's the finale. Have more threat. Echo, you're up.
As a treat.
As a treat. I expect you to use it for pillars. Thank you.
Because of the pace of combat here, I can't advise Aka, right? I can't do that.
This happened very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she got shot at. They were on each other, trying to stab each other. And
so Pasha does encourage Eka, but just not mechanically. It has no effect on the rolling. Just
right.
You can do it, and that's it.
Daring, security.
No, you could forgo your turn to assist here if you wanted.
Okay, then I do want to do that.
Okay.
I'll just be like, aim for the soft parts. So that's just an advising role.
Yeah. Presence, I'm going to say presence and security. Oh, okay. Does it have to be command?
I've got to use command.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daring and command.
That will be acceptable. Here's... I've got
all right.
it. I approve.
Borg. That would be acceptable.
So I've got an assist ready to go.
Cool. Okay.
In the chamber.
All right.
How many? You shooty duty?
Is there... this is an industrial complex. There's got to be some sort of heating vent or that sort of deal.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to shoot that to sort of knock hot air down onto them, one of those steam vent style.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. So it'd be difficulty 2 to do that. Just create a trait which would smoke the room, basically. Yeah.
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 It'll make us harder to hit. It'll also make them harder to hit.
Yeah. The soft part of the steam vent is what I meant.
That's 2 successes.
2 successes. And Pasha.
Okay, I'll advise anyway because I said I would advise. 3 successes.
Maybe it's Pasha's idea.
And you can re-roll one if you want.
Okay,
well,
momentum.
If it's Pasha's idea. If it's Pasha's idea, it's more like he tells them, "Think outside the box."
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're about to shoot back, and then you're suddenly I could hit Burrell, maybe not. Oh, there's a vent. Poof.
Yeah.
And then, steam, smoke starts filling the... it obfuscates everyone, basically. So you're all in your own little clouds right now. as the room
Very tense.
fills up with steam and smoke and ventilation-y stuff. Okay, you have to hand back to your Ryans now. So one of them is going to just kind of stumble forward and try to help by, I think, tackling Eka. But this is going to be one more difficult for them and the same difficulty for you, Eka. So this is going to be a difficulty 1 fitness and security test. Theirs is going to be a difficulty 2 fitness and security test, and we're going to roll off against each other, basically. I'm going to spend 3 threat to roll a couple more die, so it's going to be 4 dice. So I'm down to 11 threat. So now over to you, up to you, how much you want to commit to the roll.
Can I take that point of momentum to get an extra die?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. But remember, they need 1 more success than you do, so you're on a slightly better odds at this point. They are going to roll 2 successes, which means they succeed with no momentum. And Eka manages to very, very deftly dodge out of the way with 4 successes on a difficulty 1 test, giving you 3 momentum. I can do maths. Shut up. Right. I am going to pass it back to Harvey.
Time to use your secret
Harvey, you got 3
killing
momentum.
techniques, Harvey.
What would you like to do?
I've got an idea, and it's a quite out there idea. I would like not to. Firstly, I want to dive into cover when, like, if there's any cover, like behind a console, behind
Absolutely.
a rock.
Yeah. You can dive behind some cover.
I would like to get on the comms to Nat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, Nat, could you load a torpedo, please?
Why?
Yeah, this place isn't particularly friendly. I'll let you know when you can launch it. Target where we are.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep.
And that's it. And I'm going to prepare the emergency transport to the CAS.
Are you Helldiver? Like,
Stratagem.
you doing a stratagem right now?
Yep.
Not gonna sugarcoat it. Up, right, down, down, down.
Yeah.
It's the 50-kilogram bomb. It's coming
Look,
in.
You got to
It's up,
use
right, down,
what
down,
you
down.
got.
Shit,
And we've got
yeah.
a starship in orbit. There's torpedoes in it. However, I do really, really want to have Susie totally just rip the head off this woman. So I'm going to wait until I get a signal from someone to transport her. Like, if Susie goes down, if anyone goes down, I'm hitting emergency transport immediately. So we all beam to the CAS.
Okay.
But until that point, I'm holding off. I'm like this. Hovering over it.
Don't give player characters basically nukes. And like photon torpedoes, canonically worse than nukes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You want to nuke?
Look, we can have the
Slates.
tech.
The
No one can have the
entire
tech.
site.
It's not very Starfleet, Tom. I just do want to put that out there. It's
Look,
Yeah.
not very
we're in our
Starfleet.
Section 31 era here.
True.
Come on now.
True. It has turned, Tom. Burrell's not killing someone, and you're trying to nuke an entire planet. We flipped.
He's not thinking like that. He's thinking,
Tom,
is the thing. Yeah.
would you like to spend 2 of that momentum to hand back over to one of your crew? Or
Yes,
would
I
you
do.
like to
Yes,
hand back to your
please.
Ryans?
I would like to spend 2 momentum to hand it over to Susie.
All right, Burrell's up. Top of the round.
All right. Okay, so mechanical question.
Yes.
Would I be able to get my dagger back and then stab? Or is that too separate? Like, would that be like an entire turn to like find it, pick it up?
Oh, God. I think, given the complication, it would be a task, a full task, to get your duck tug back Or
Okay.
you can just be smacking her.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
No.
You can do 2 tasks in a round. It just costs 2 momentum.
Okay.
But getting that dagger back, finding it in the dark, like the cloud,
Yeah.
like the Orion being in the way, it's difficulty 2, basically.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, there's not a lot of time to waste. The longer we spend here, the worse it's gonna get. So Burrell's just gonna time to be the threat from Kronos. Squaring up.
The threat from Kronos, please.
I can't remember what session that was in, but I said that at some point. Okay. And I'm really determined to make sure that I punch her lights out. So I'm gonna buy 2 dies worth, so that momentum, and have some lovely threat.
Okay. So you give me 3. 2 dice worth.
And I would
Yes,
also
that's worth.
argue that I
Would
could
you?
use my ice hockey focus.
Yes. Only if you, like, reload your fists, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gloves off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloves
I
off
was
there,
a
bud.
I was gonna suggest
Pull
you
his
like,
jersey over his head.
yeah, pull the shirt over the head and then just start going
Yeah,
for gut
yeah.
punches.
Okay.
It's much easier when you're not sliding around all the
So
time.
you're rolling 4 dice.
Yes.
Okay. She screams at you as you're in this tussle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ensure the Syndicate rules the Expanse. And I'm going to spend 2 threat, because this is one of her cool special rules. She gets the benefit of a destiny determination point spend from 2 threat rather than 3. And as a major character, she can do that as many times as she likes. So it's another point of determination. She's going to roll 2 dice, but she's going to have 2 automatic successes off the bat. So,
Okay.
Susie, roll your dice.
4 successes.
Beautiful. This task roll is going to be 2 dice, and her other talent gives her the ability to buys one more d20s with threat. That wasn't technically what she did. Okay. I'm going to roll 3 successes. You succeed, you score a point of momentum. Roll your stress damage.
All right, we're gonna pop her in the chops.
Well, unarmed. Ooh. It was to stun rather than kill?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So difficulty to increase. 2, 4, 5 stress. She's got 1 resistance, so you don't cause her an injury. But she
You want to pop a momentum to re-roll those 2 nothings?
Ooh, if
you
I
could. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh,
If you use the macro, the combat dice macro, might be easier.
okay. Hold on. Where you at? Combat dice macro.
It's on the bottom, isn't it?
Nope.
Sorry.
If you click on collect.
Oh, hold on.
template,
Hold on. I hadn't got it toggled.
There
we go.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, let's go.
That does cause her an injury. Hang on, where am I at with threat? I've got 2 different numbers here. I just spent that, didn't I? So I'm actually on 12. Okay. I am going to contest that. I am going to keep her in the fight. I'm going to spend 2 threat
Okay.
in order for her to avoid that injury. Cool. All
That's
right.
fine. She knows now, though. She knows.
Yeah, and she took 2, 4, 6, 7 stress, so she took 6. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You kept the initiative last time, so it has to move.
Yeah, I gotta
over,
pass it back.
over to me. She is gonna whip out a blade. Narayan has single-handed blade, and she is going to fight you again.
She is flirting.
She is. This is basically second base for Narayan at this point. Okay, I am going to commit 3 more threats to roll 4 dice. What would you like to
Ooh.
commit, Susie?
I will. I'll roll 4 too. So, because I don't want to get shanked. I don't want to die again.
Okay. So that's 2 momentum off the pool and 1 threat for me.
Yep.
All right. Let me roll them. I'll see what I get and see if you can beat it. 2 successes. Oh.
5 successes. Wee! Woo!
I am that, whatever that wrestling meme is where he's just like crying and like, no.
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 Turn it off.
My poor girl. Okay.
I think the dice just said that Susie did say, "Oh, you're flirting now" in character.
Yeah.
And that threw her off balance.
So that's 4 momentum for you in the pool.
Let's go.
Oh, sorry, 3, because actually it's the difference in successes. Yes. Sorry, yeah. Roll your damage again.
Boop.
I don't want you to nuke her.
4.
She's 9.
No, 6.
2, 4, 6. Yeah. Did you want to re-roll that dice?
Sure.
You can spend a momentum. You can re-roll them.
Yeah.
You do?
Shall we, gang? Yes. Nods. Okay. I'm just gonna
The
re-roll
rest of
the
us
0.
aren't going to hurt her.
It's another 2.
So what's that in total?
2,
8?
4, 6, 8.
8. Okay.
That'd be 10, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't add up.
You knock her the clean out for sure. All right, that didn't go well for her then.
That was a 2-hander.
It was a 2-hander Kirk. Batch. She drops to the floor, hits it, smacks her head again, probably on a console. A couple of Ryans are like, feeling out the fog, trying to find you guys, trying to do whatever they can to knock you out, and all that kind of thing. What's the plan here, Harv?
Harvey's gonna shout out, "I've got a torpedo locked on this location. Drop your weapons or I launch it."
Lieutenant Harvey, space terrorist.
Yep.
So you want to stop the combat with
Yes.
that?
Yes. I want to threaten them.
Okay. This is going to be difficulty 3. 3, I think, given what's happened and the threat being fairly real, I guess.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Can I assist?
Please.
Yeah,
Can I
please.
say,
I
he'll do
really...
it. He's crazy. He'll do it.
All right, if you both roll me presence and command.
Oh man, I really wish the Pasha was leading.
Presence and command or presence and security?
Presence and security you could do as well.
Okay, I'd rather that, but it's still not great.
Presence and security.
And I need
I'm
3.
gonna assist with presence and command.
3 successes between the 2 of you, yeah.
I'm going to
we
buy
got
at
this.
least 1 dice. No.
Keep in mind, if I
don't.
succeed, these are like my best skills. And if I succeed, you can re-roll 1.
Okay.
This is an advisor trait.
I will probably need it desperately. Sod it. Let's go. I got 1.
Hold on. Don't despair.
Succeed. Okay.
Success. So
I'll
you can
re-roll
re-roll
the
one
two.
of those.
Oh, one
Just
of them,
one of
just
them.
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you need it to be a
my
success.
God, if I got it. No. No. It's down to the gods now. Fucking gods.
Oh!
I have to get below 9.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay. So you threaten them.
Yeah. I like to think that Harvey's voice breaks. It's so not threatening.
So Harvey's just not successfully threatened the Orions, unfortunately.
I tried.
That's a good threat too. And I loved Pasha's. He'll do it.
Yeah, he's the last.
the two least threatening members of this away team. They're like,
Oh,
hey, he's
dear.
gonna hurt you.
Do you want to
And
spend?
I imagine that when that happens, I don't know. There's just this very clear indication that, like, nothing. They're not backing down. You go, whoo, like, okay.
All right,
and
I'm-
he'll just go, Chief. Tell me when.
Can anyone see the pirates? Did they buy it? Do they feel scared?
Probably can't see a thing. It's so smoky.
What's the next step of the plan here, guys? Are you gonna beam to the cast?
got the
Are you gonna
emergency
try and fight your way out of
transport
here?
ready.
God,
I
they're
I can
boss.
try to talk our way out of this using hostage negotiation.
So you assisted Harvey.
That's an
So
option.
right this second, you've
True,
used
true.
your turn essentially. Eka, you've got your turn left.
I bet on Harvey and I lost.
We both
Is what you're
lost.
saying.
We both lost.
All right, fellas. Burrell just downed your boss. Unless you want to be next, I suggest you back out of here. And let us leave. Also, this guy's got a photon torpedo locked on us. Don't listen to him.
He'll do it.
Okay. Give me that at difficulty 4 this time.
Yeah, I figured. I'll take an extra dive with that point of momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing persuasion is my focus here.
Yeah.
All right, difficulty 4. Gotta focus. You know what? Can I give you 2 threat for that
Mhm.
extra? That extra?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So roll 4
Let's.
then.
Woof. No, that's only 2.
Can I assist? Because I've got Ella Rule unconscious on my shoulder.
Not right this second, no. I'm going to spend
God damn.
3 threat
Mm-hmm.
as Nat comes back through on the comm to you, Harvey, and she says, it's locked on, Harv, but we just got bigger problems. And the display in front of you, waving out, batting some of the fog as you kind of peer up again to the console. You see outlined on the display the profile of a Dederic's class warbird, Romulan warbird, going into the system.
I think we've just run out of time.
5 to beam out. Let's get out of here. Let's
Yeah.
take.
This is where we are holding it for tonight.
Hmm.
To be continued.
Dot dot dot. Da, 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 da.
That is a 2-parter in the TV show. That Romulan Warbird just thing, and it's just like
Slow fade to black.
Yeah.
to be continued.
Yeah.
And in true Star Trek fashion, we'll be back in 6 months' time with the conclusion of this No, we won't. No, I promise. I promise we
God
won't.
damn!
I promise we won't.
In Strange New Worlds, you
But that is very typical. That was very classic Trek, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you couldn't talk about it because, I don't know, Reddit didn't exist.
No.
So you couldn't whinge about it. But yeah, you had to just wait.
You could. I do remember that sometimes I was a bit too young for it, but there were internet forums that you would have, like the very early internet. There was internet forums for it that just whinge for threads.
I mean, it's the whole reason the convention circuit was created, was so that folks who watch Star Trek would have a place to congregate
and
talk about it.
The human race will always triumph and find a way to complain about things.
100%. All right, well, that was the first half of our little episode. We haven't even really got properly into it either. But you went after our rule first, so yeah, good on you. All right, my lovelies. Well, in the meantime, between now and the next session, let us know where you are and what you're doing on the internet so all these lovely people can follow you and stuff. Anita, what are you up to?
Hello, my name's Anita. I was playing Eka tonight, and yeah, we've got some stuff on Critical Misses, which is my channel, so you can find me there. Fridays for Warren Guard, which is a game of Dragon Riders and Found Family. Saturdays for Morning Ritual, which is our TTRPG talk show, where this week we're talking with Haley Whipjack. And again, on Sunday, you can find me over on Indoor Adventures for a Apocalypse Keys game where I play a biblically accurate angel who's trying to stop the apocalypse or probably cause it. Other than that, I'm also on Start Playing Games, running Star Trek Adventures Lower Decks. So if you want to see me GM, you can sign up for that. And I'm also doing a Kids on Bikes campaign through there as well. It's on alternating Saturdays. So sign up, play a game, and I can GM for you. I'm also on Magpie as part of their curated play program. So I'm running Urban Shadows tonight. That's sold out. I'm also going to be running a couple of Avatar Legends 2 shots or little mini campaigns. So if you want to sign up for those, you can sign up for those. That's me.
Loads. Amazing. Tom, where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Hotflakes Tom. I was playing Harvey. You can find me on the internet, Hotflakes Tom, pretty much everywhere, Twitter, X, whatever it's bloody called, and everything like that. I'm not really into Thursdays. Thursdays on Follow Platcats for D&D Dragon Heist. Hopefully this week we'll have a game this week to thing. But apart from that, and occasionally being on Susie's channel playing some video games, I'll just be here next week, and I kind of can't wait until everyone else actually discovers Harvey did genuinely have a torpedo locked on their location. That'll be a rather interesting thing. I can't wait till next week. Yeah.
All right, cool. And Doc, where can we find you?
Yes. I'm Doc Rimbo here on Twitch. Like I said, sometimes I stream here, mostly Cowboy Dollies playing Red Dead Roleplay. I also am on Lost Caravan RPG on Thursday nights. I'm the handler, which is the GM for our Delta Green playthrough of Impossible Landscapes. We just started season 3, and it was... we talked earlier in this episode about breaking the fourth wall, you know what I mean? And that episode, Colin Omicon, who's one of the agents, has come up with a new character who's an Instagram influencer. So it was interacting with chat as if it was their actual chat for their character doing a tarot card reading. And it was just like, what was real? We didn't know. So there's that. And then just because I want to be like Anita, I'm also on Start Playing tomorrow night. I'm doing a Delta Green Learn to Play Session 0. And I'm going to be just sort of teaching people systems weekly over there. So come and find me there, Doc Rimbo, everywhere.
Nice. That sounds awesome. And Susie, what are you up to?
Hello, I am Susie. I'm playing Burrell. And you find me all over the internet at Susanna Grace, Susanna with one N. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, Threads, Blue Sky. I'm on all of them because you gotta go and reserve your name. I only post on like 3 of them, but you find out which ones. And like Tom said, on Thursday, playing D&D over on the Follow Black Cats channel, where I play Edgar Allan Poe off Wish.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's accurate actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fair. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much. As for me, folks, you can find me around the internet at RPG Webby, where I'm GMing here on a Tuesdays for one more session where we finish up this campaign, and then on the Follow Black Cats channel as well, where we're streaming Dragon Heist D&D game because we just, I guess, fancied it. And yeah, if you want to follow Modiphius around the internet, you can find us around the internet at Modiphius pretty much everywhere. Much like you, Susie, I get April to reserve our names everywhere. But we're concentrating more on Facebook, obviously like Twitter, Instagram and stuff like that. While they're up, obviously. I don't know if you caught the news today. But yeah, we've had some pretty big announcements over the last kind of week or so. We are doing a second edition of Star Trek Adventures, so sign up for news if you want to hear more about that in the coming months. We've just announced that we're going to be doing a Discworld tabletop RPG and more games to follow as well from this year. We have literally just announced we're going to be doing a Mass Effect board game this year as well, so it's all coming at you thick and fast. So if you want to find out any more information about all of that kind of stuff, just head over to modiphius.net or modiphius.us if you want US friendly shipping. And just so happens that our web store is over there too. So check out what we have in terms of like all of our Fallout stuff and all of our Act of Cthulhu stuff and all the other things that we make, the Elder Scrolls games we make, all that kind of thing. So yeah, check us out. And the little Chevalier that Susie made as well. That's on there too. All right, lovely. I never have anyone to raid, so we're just gonna kind of just do a little hard out. So we'll see you next time for the conclusion. Till then, folks, take care of each other and live long and prosper. Bye.